In 2012, an image appeared on the internet containing only a simple message and a strange question. Can you find the intelligent people who are hidden behind our message? Alongside this message was a black insect on a white background, and this was the symbol that would later give birth to a mysterious puzzle known around the world as Cicada 3301. This was not an ordinary online game. It contained clues that required coding, cryptography, literature, music, internet research, and sometimes physically going to specific locations in the real world to solve them. The most interesting thing was that the answer to who was behind it has still never been definitively revealed. The story of Cicada 3301 begins on January 4, 2012, when an image was posted on 4chan. The message claimed that a particular group was looking for highly intelligent people, and that if someone could reach the secret behind the message, they would have the opportunity to move on to the next stage. There was a hidden message inside the image. For an ordinary user, the image was simply a basic picture, but for someone who could extract the information contained within it, this was the first door. The very first stage was an indication that this was not an ordinary matter. The information contained within the image led solvers to a Reddit page, then from there to a website, and then more cryptographic clues appeared. Every answer led to the next question. Some clues used books, numbers, and specific phrases, while some stages used steganography, meaning the technique of hiding information inside an image or file. But then the story was no longer limited to the internet. Solvers received clues about posters placed in different cities around the world. These posters contained the cicada symbol, a QR code, and a specific number. Reported locations included different places in the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Japan, and Europe. In other words, the puzzle that had started by sitting in front of a computer screen had now spread into the real world. An important question arose here. Who exactly was doing this? Cicada 3301 never clearly revealed which person, company, or organization was behind it. Some people connected it to an intelligence agency. Some suggested the possibility of technology companies, while others considered it an independent group of people skilled in privacy and cryptography. But none of these claims were ever independently and conclusively verified in a way that would end the mystery. The structure of the puzzle gave these speculations even more strength. PGP signatures were used with the purpose of proving that the message had actually come from the same unknown source. In cryptography, a digital signature helps verify the origin and integrity of a message, but it does not reveal the real identity of the person behind that signature. This distinction was very important in the case of Cicada 3301. And then, in 2013, a new puzzle appeared. Once again, cryptography, books, images, numbers, and hidden information were used. Those who were familiar with the first puzzle immediately felt that this did not look like a one-time internet stunt. The puzzle creators had a consistent visual identity, specific cryptographic practices, and complex clue design. In 2014, Cicada 3301 started another major puzzle. This time, the clues were even more complicated, and a book appeared in this series that would later become the biggest symbol of the mystery, Liber Primus. Liber Primus is essentially a cryptographic book containing runic characters and various encrypted passages across its pages. Many people spent years trying to decipher the book. Claims were made about understanding the meaning of some pages, but all parts of the entire book have still not been completely solved. This is why the story of Cicada became even deeper instead of coming to an end. But here too, it is important to understand a distinction. Many fake websites, fake puzzles, and unrelated claims also appeared on the internet under the name Cicada 3301. Cryptographic signatures became important for checking the authenticity of the original messages. That is why any new post related to Cicada could not simply be considered authentic just because it had Cicada 3301 written on it. In 2016, a signed message appeared warning the puzzle community to avoid false paths and unauthorized puzzles. The importance of this message was greater because it once again placed cryptographic verification at the center. Then, in 2017, another signed message appeared, again indicating that people should stay away from unverified paths. After that, Cicada 3301's activity was no longer seen in the same way as before. This is where the second life of the mystery began. Even after the original puzzle ended, people around the world continued asking what the purpose of this entire project was. Was this really recruitment? If so, recruitment for whom? Were the creators looking for people for an organization that worked on privacy and cryptography? Or was it a massive intellectual experiment whose purpose was simply to find people who could solve difficult problems. Several theories emerged in response to these questions. One theory connected it to intelligence agencies because the puzzle involved cryptography, anonymity, and international coordination. According to another theory, it could have been a private technology or security group. According to a third theory, it was simply a project created by a few highly skilled individuals who wanted to take internet culture and cryptographic puzzles to a new level. But there is one fundamental problem with these theories. There is no definitive public evidence supporting them. This is why, when presenting Cicada 3301 as a documentary, it is important to distinguish between fact and speculation. What is relatively clear is that Cicada influenced a particular kind of online investigation culture. It showed people that information on the internet is not limited to search results or social media posts. Hidden data inside an image, a cryptographic signature, a domain, a book, a QR code, and a physical location can all become part of the same investigation. This was the point where Cicada 3301 became more than a puzzle. It became a phenomenon. It pushed online communities toward collaborative investigation. People shared clues with one another, wrote code, archived documents, and communicated with people in different countries. One person might understand cryptography, another programming, a third literature, and a fourth real-world research. The power of the puzzle was in this collaboration. But this was also the biggest paradox of the entire story. Cicada brought people together and created a collective investigation, while keeping its own creators almost completely behind a wall of anonymity. Even today, the most fundamental question about Cicada 3301 is the same one that existed in 2012. Who were these people? We know that the puzzles genuinely existed. We know that cryptographic signatures were used. We know that physical posters brought online clues into the real world. We also know that cryptographic materials, such as Liber Primus, kept researchers occupied for years. But between these facts, there is an empty space where the identity of the creators should have been. And perhaps this was Cicada 3301's greatest achievement. It built its reputation without revealing its identity. It did not need the name of a major brand, a well-known company, or a famous personality. Just one symbol, a few cryptographic clues, some mysterious messages, and a community were enough. Today, when there is more information on the internet than ever before, the story of Cicada 3301 offers a different lesson. Not every mysterious account is real. Not every viral theory is evidence. And not every encrypted message necessarily has a secret organization behind it. Sometimes, the hardest part of an investigation is not solving the mystery, but understanding how much evidence we actually have. The mystery of Cicada 3301 may never be completely solved. Perhaps the creators will come forward one day. Perhaps evidence will be discovered that changes the entire story. Or perhaps this mystery will always remain exactly as it is. But one thing is clear. This puzzle, which began with an ordinary internet image in 2012, has left a unique mark on the history of cryptography, anonymity, open-source investigation, and internet culture. And as long as the remaining pages of Liber Primus remain silent, one question is still alive. Who, after all, was behind Cicada 3301?